Hello, everybody, and welcome to your Soul Sunday collective message. We are going to connect with the Holy Spirit and see what messages the Holy Spirit has for us at this time. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tack on my 12th day of Christmas I did last year with a message from the Christ Consciousness, which is very beautiful. There's a little animation I did at the start, and then the message from the Christ Consciousness. It's really beautiful. So I will tack that on the end for those of you that are interested. But let's get into this. Let's see what the Holy Spirit has for us. What messages? Oh my gosh. Look at, first card out is the Holy Spirit, and there's just a couple Holy Spirits in here. And look, family, the Holy Spirit coming in and saying to each and every one of us, you are my family. You are all family to each other. We are all connected. We are all one. Oh, that is so beautiful. The Holy Spirit is with each and every one of us. Celebration. It's time for happiness. It's time for joy. The Holy Spirit wants to help ignite your heart with happiness and truth. Ooh, look at your higher self coming through, saying, hey, let's dive in deep into the soul. Let's understand ourselves. Let's understand our purpose and our mission and our inner callings, and why we're made the way we're made. Wow. The Holy Spirit is with you, and I hope you feel that energy. Because there's this guidance towards happiness, towards the light, towards the joy, towards the healing, saying you are not alone. I am always with you. And let me show you about yourself. Let me show you what's amazing, what's magnificent, what's lovely. You have talents, abilities, and gifts. You are unique. There is only one of you. All right? There is no other you in this life besides you. And this version of you is a once in eternity. All right? The energy that you're working with, your personality, your laugh, your smile, your vibe, this version of your soul, once in an eternity, never before, never again. You are unique, you have purpose, or you wouldn't be here incarnated at this time. And there's some happiness coming in, there's some joy coming in. So let's pull some more cards. Clarity, planning, releasing illusions, and that goes into this truth that you are experiencing. And you see the eagle. There's a big expansion coming in consciousness, and where you may have felt very clouded, or even, how do I put this? Perhaps projecting fantasy and illusion, not seeing the truth for what it is in some matter external to you, okay? However this resonates for you, you are coming into some deep, deep clarity, grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. And see, joy guides, joyous view of the future. Things are turning around. There's something that's coming in. The Holy Spirit wants you to know that's going to make you happy. Brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, personal power, and that's coming in under the Holy Spirit. There is so much more to come. And through whatever this clarity, this truth, this higher understanding, it's going to be very freeing for you, quite liberating. And through that understanding, there's something that's coming in here that really brings you a lot of happiness and joy. And the Holy Spirit wants you to know that there's something to look forward to. Queen of Cups, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands, Three of Cups, the Emperor, and the Page of Wands. Okay. You have been feeling defeated somewhere with this Queen of Cups and this Five of Swords coming through, okay? And I see this regardless of your sun sign. I see this as you, and this is you being in your emotions about something where you have felt very defeated. And that's where the joy is going to wash over, and this is where the truth is going to come in for you. And you're going to be able to move past this. And some of you may have been feeling as though you've had to really have your back. You've been in kind of a tough situation. If you've been around somebody who's just very argumentative, very controlling, there's going to be a shift in this energy for you, and you're no longer going to feel defeated when it comes to this person or this situation that involves them. And here it is, the joy. Three of Cups and the Page of Wands. Positive news, positive messages, cause for celebration, things coming together for you, happiness, joy. Some of you, this could be you're going to be going out on a date. So the Holy Spirit is saying you're not alone. And where you've been feeling quite defeated, even with if it involves a person, you're coming out of that. This situation is turning around in your favor. You have a lot to look forward to. Two of Swords, yeah. You feel really stuck in this defeat, but it's healing now. Five of Swords turning into Four of Swords. Seven of Swords, yeah. See, somebody's been really hard to deal with. King of Wands, the Star, and Knight of Swords. There's a healing, a blessing, a miracle coming in, okay, around this situation that is very challenging, or this person that is very challenging. There's a miracle that's going to be taking place, and deep healing coming in. Somebody having your back. I do feel some singles out there. There's this date on the horizon, and the Holy Spirit's talking to you about this. Okay, there's this date with this person. They're very charismatic. They're charming. They're full of life. And this is a good match for you. You can trust this. And yeah, positive news, positive messages incoming. So let's go a little deeper spiritually with the Holy Spirit. Now that we've got these things playing out in the physical talked about, let's go into the soul. Oh yes, look at this. The sacred scar. Pain is being transformed into higher wisdom, higher knowing, higher knowledge, higher understanding. Something that has really hurt you, and we see it here, it's being healed by the Holy Spirit, and it's going to empower you with sacred scar. This means there was a deep soul lesson that you've been working on and you've come to the end of it. And what was once very painful, it's now healed. It's not going to hurt anymore. The Holy Spirit is helping you with that. Oh, yes, because look at this. You got the beta wolf. And this is any person or situation that's tricky. Navigate it with your intuition, okay? Because you will see all things. Trust your gut instincts. Trust your intuition when it comes to anything. And see, there is some fogginess right over here. The clarity is going to come in as well. But your intuition is going to tell you if something isn't right, something is off. In a situation where you're being wronged. Because, you know, sometimes when we're in a situation, we're like, well, is this my fault? Is this me? You know, what am I doing here? And this is a message where, no, somebody's being very low vibrational, or this situation is not fair, and it's time to trust your intuition, your gut instincts, and act accordingly. That will keep you safe. That will lead you to the light. Okay, this is nice. Now, this is for those of you where this romance keeps showing up. Okay, interesting that the Holy Spirit's talking about this. But this romance is coming in for some of you. This is really beautiful. Okay, and for the rest of you, this is a major breakthrough. I'm telling you, where you've been feeling really held back, really insecure, really confused, really sad, really down, some lower vibrational energy, and you just haven't been able to snap out of it or figure it out. All of that's about to change, and the Holy Spirit is coming in to work with you and help you with that. And the Holy Spirit is saying, call upon me. I will lead you to the light. I will lead you to the understanding of all things that are playing out. I will help you heal. Right, look at all those doves, the symbol of the Holy Spirit. Where there's clouds, where there's confusion, I'm going to bring truth. I'm going to bring light. Rainbow is double rainbow right there. Positive outcomes, okay? Things are going to shift and change where they are troubled. Communication, see, positive news, positive messages coming in for you. Your heart is healing. And for those of you where this is a new romance, just wow. And mirror. And see, truth, seeing self, you are going to see yourself in a new light, in a new perspective. Okay, and it's time for that. Because you are evolving. I'm telling you, what once seemed heavy, hard, challenging, that's where a big change is about to take place. And you're moving into better things. And I just love the Holy Spirit. First card out. And that was my intended energy to connect to. The Holy Spirit is here. The Holy Spirit has showed up for you. Two of Summer. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Beautiful message there. The Star. So you got the Star twice now. Looking to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. What a perfect message there. Princess of Autumn. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. Ooh, King of Autumn. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way. A good person or company to work for. And lastly, Seven of Autumn. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. All right. See, the Holy Spirit just keeps coming back with the same message through and through. Things are shifting. They're going to get better. There's going to be a nice, beautiful, positive movement in your life, in your energy. Okay? So those are your messages from the Holy Spirit. Stick around for the 12th day of Christmas, Christ Consciousness message. I am sending you all so much love and light. Take care. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 12th day of Christmas. And Merry Christmas to all of those who are celebrating. Today, we are going to receive messages from Jesus, from the Christ consciousness. And for me, Jesus was somebody who incarnated and brought light codes to each and every one of us during a very dark time under the age of Pisces. Okay, and now we have moved into the age of Aquarius, and he wants to bring us even more light energy, light codes, activation, tools for ascension, tools to better understand ourselves. This is the purest of energy, of any energy that I ever try to tap into and touch on. All right, so we are receiving messages from Christ consciousness. And it says on the card, open your heart, spread unconditional love. Oh, look at this. Venusian Galactic Council, Star Being Guides, answer the call, time to shine. Jesus is associated with Venus, right? Venus is love, is the Holy Spirit, is Aphrodite, unconditional love, all right? And this is more than just the Christ consciousness coming in. Like, there's these other beings that I am not familiar with, okay, that are coming into this reading. And answer the call. It's time to shine. Do you want to activate your heart? Do you want to forgive? Do you want to rise above all the darkness, the heaviness, the density of this dimension into unconditional love? And this unconditional love is something that we have no concept of. But Jesus and these star beings surrounding are like, we are here to rise you up to that level if you so choose. Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirthed by light. Allow yourself to be bathed in the light of Christ consciousness. You're going to step through a portal. All right, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Okay, so it's back to that light. And halls of Amenti, initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. Okay, you know, I have Thoth or Hermes Trismegistus prior to the time of Jesus, right? But I have seen certain spiritual people believe that Jesus was the reincarnation of Thoth or Hermes Trismegistus, okay? I'm not stating that's fact. I'm just bringing this up because we have the halls of Amenti, which are spoken of in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And if you don't, if you've never encountered them, you've never read them, I highly recommend, since it is coming through in this reading of Christ consciousness. So, you know, like I said, I've seen other spiritual people associate Jesus to Thoth as well as Hermes Trismegistus. And now with this coming through, this is the Christ consciousness leading us to the teachings here. Okay. And again, whenever I recommend to look into something, it's not to change your current belief system or anything. It's through the exposure there. It's very activating to your consciousness, to your soul. And this activation that you receive is rising you up into Christ consciousness, into unconditional love. And when I say unconditional love, this is a vibration. This is something that none of us know. None of us have touched on. And it's not a human emotion. Okay, I know like we're capable of unconditional love, but this is something different, and I don't even know what to call it. But where we are now in the Aquarian age, with all the implementation of all the light codes of, you know, the last several hundred years, we can now rise to that level. And Jesus wants us to know that, and is bringing in this Venusian council of these very high vibrational beings to help us through that portal, receive that activation, and receive a level of ascension. I'm feeling like, let me be your teacher. And for me, I know Jesus is centered around Christianity, but, you know, I was raised Christian and I always connected to Jesus as a very young child. And then as I broke away out of that belief system, the energy of Jesus never left me. In fact, my relationship became even stronger, and it was more like I was taken out of a bubble of protection in a certain belief system, and I was risen like up to a higher understanding. Okay. And I feel like that's being offered to all of us. And there's just like so much confusion, you know, because any religious ancient text we can get our hands on was written by man, right? It was written by a human at some point in time. And the perceptions of humans, you know, is very subjective to personal experience. And so this is a message from Jesus. Let me be your teacher. You'll find me in your heart. Push away anything you may think you know about me, and let me show you personally. Let me show you personally who I am. You don't have to follow any man-made religion to connect to the ascended masters. They are a part of us. They are our teachers. They are our protectors. They are our way showers. We all have access to them, and it's found inside of our heart. And that's where Jesus says, meet me. Let me show you a whole new world. All right, some of you feel like the world is too ugly, cold, and cruel, and you've closed off your heart. He wants to help with that. Because remember, the path to ascension isn't closing ourselves off and lowering our vibration. It's opening ourselves and rising. Yeah. And through that process, we do go through trials, tribulations, tests, challenges, setbacks, disappointments. But that's why we have Jesus. That's why we have the archangels. That's why we have our spirit guides. Oh my gosh, look at that. As I'm saying that, next card is Ten of Pentacles with support. They're always there. And, you know, I went through a really rough childhood, and Jesus was with me all the way through, and that energy protected me in some really scary situations and spoke to me. Like, it's there. It is there. You don't have to be attached to any religion to connect to Jesus. All right? Or if you belong somewhere else, Jesus is still there offering unconditional love. Six of Pentacles, generosity. Strength, King of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Hermit. Some of you are on the Hermit's journey right now, discovering yourself. And you know, sometimes when you have reached a certain level of consciousness expansion, your vibration is just different, and you don't feel like you connect to most of humanity. And Jesus doesn't want you to feel like an outcast or beat yourself up about that. You're on the path, my friend. You are on the path of self-discovery, of connecting with your soul. And that's what we're here for. It's spiritual growth, consciousness expansion, evolution. That's what each of us are here for. And, you know, those who go their own way, they're following the light, they're answering the call, they're finding their way home. Not everybody's ready for that. But if you are, don't think that there's something wrong with you because you feel awkward, the odd one out, socially weird, whatever. You vibrate somewhere else spiritually, okay? And you are clearly here to receive ascension, this life journey. And that's why you don't feel like you fit in, because everybody else is working on other stuff, but you are working on your way home. And I'm sorry you hear all that racket. That's my cat trying to get my attention. He's letting me know it's lunchtime. Even though he has food, dry food. Nope, we want the wet stuff. Jesus wants to help you open your heart and walk through like everything that tests you, okay, and that challenges you, that you must evolve beyond, grow beyond. He is there. You are being molded into a leader, okay, with this King of Wands and this King of Pentacles coming through. Sometimes you've got to stand alone, and that's okay, because the energies of the people around you are not at the same level as you, and you have to lower back down to relate, to connect. This is Jesus saying, be the light, be the beacon. Others who are ready to answer the call will align to you at some point, and will find so much solace and strength and wisdom within you for their journey. You know, I was getting a really deep, intense Reiki healing and release of some things of the past. Throughout the whole entire session, my right hand, I felt Jesus holding my hand, and there was just no question in my mind. And, you know, when she was done doing the healing, I just said to her, I was like, there was somebody holding my hand the whole time through. And she says, oh, that was Jesus. And I wasn't going to say, you know, that's what I felt. I just said somebody was holding my hand. She's like, oh, that was Jesus. And I was like, wow. I was feeling that the whole time. She told me that was him. I was working on releasing some heavy, heavy wounds. I'm telling you, Jesus will answer the call. No matter who you are, no matter what you believe, no matter where you've been, Jesus will answer the call and help you in any way possible. Nothing but unconditional love, and such a, like I said, it's the most pure of energy that I can touch. Yeah, we've got, okay, so that's why Jesus had me share that personal story. Some of you, there's a release. There's some things that need to be released. There's some things that need to be let go of. To let this new beginning in. Oh my gosh, how perfect is that? Oh, you're an earth angel. Yes, you're different. You do stand out. But you need to realize how beautiful you are. You're a light. You're a beacon. And sometimes people get blind. But you will find your tribe, your family, with unity. You just got to have patience with yourself, with the journey, with the process. But Jesus is there. And look into the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. I've only posted 2 on my channel. I need to get back on that, but those are pretty intense. It takes me like 4 or 5 hours just to do one tablet. And it's always very activating to me, even though I've read them multiple times. Every time, especially going in deep and having to reread because I like screw up. Oh, they're very activating, and so I've got to give myself a little bit of time afterwards to absorb. Empowering choices. I choose to think positive thoughts about myself. No matter how challenged I am, there is always an empowering option to choose. The more I choose, the better choices I make. Inner stability. When life becomes uncertain, I ensure that I love myself even more. That foundation of self-care sees me through all the ups and downs of this amazing journey called life, called my life. I am healing. When I am sad, the whole world reaches out, holds me, and keeps me safe until I heal. I take care to give myself all I need to be whole again, and Jesus will definitely come in and help you with that. Delightful movement. I move in healthful ways each day. A short walk, a dance to music I love, a swim within the ocean's cleansing beauty. I appreciate and support the wonder of my physical being. Love yourself. Love the body you're in. Individuality. I appreciate my own uniqueness. I am not like anyone else, and I love this about me. What a beautiful last message from Jesus after everything that's already come through. All right, so those are our messages for the 12th day of Christmas. I truly hope that you guys have enjoyed this series and that it's helped you and it has activated you. It absolutely has done that to me, even though I'm the reader. I've definitely been touched by these messages and have taken them to heart, and will be working to change different aspects of myself, but in a very loving, nurturing, and encouraging way because of all the messages that we have received through these 12 days. So I am wishing you all a very Merry Christmas, a blessed Yuletide, happy holidays. May 2023 bring more blessings than you can count. Take care, everybody.